We're fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
To try again after the sack, Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
3rd and 2, now Roethlisberger able to hit his tight end Grimble. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And an alley to run. The 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, 46 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue, explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
2nd and 6.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They go play action. Winston under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man. Winston
needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover. But if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go. And maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And his kick is right through.
Next to score, Buccaneers 7, Steelers 6. Bradley Freeman set for kickoff.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Evans. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
And a Buccaneer first down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Steelers' 42-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. On 2nd down, Barber. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st down, Samuels. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Rudolph. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Rudolph. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Fitzgerald, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Lane, the rookie from Michigan State, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 2nd and 10, Rudolph. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fitzgerald and Brate, the tight end's got it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald, and that's complete. It's Watson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team those types of errors.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And Dmx2 with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Another try after the first down sack. Rudolph over the middle. Rodgers has it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Rudolph on 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Dante Johnson. 2nd and 10 for the Steelers. 42 yards. 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 2nd and 10 for the Steelers
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for.
He's checking. Crash.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. This quarterback now just 3 of 6 throwing, but that last completion gets a first down. From the gun, Fitzgerald. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Push him back.
Off play action. Fitzgerald. That'll be caught by Jordan Leggett, his tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
On the double. 26 months. All day, dog. Strong right. For that.
Andre Ellington, his first carry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's
On second and inches, Fitzgerald got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A gain of 13. It's a first down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
26 Mike. I'm coming after you.
Operating from the gun. Fitzgerald toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jordan Leggett, the tight end, his intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Watch that in. That is right.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run with Barber, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Peyton Barber in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
On the ready.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
You got it. You got it. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Ready? 18, Gator. Get that quarterback. Get it.
He hits his target, left side, Watson. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Go, go. 26 minutes. Watch the run.
Throwing on 1st down. Fitzgerald. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Barber on 1st and 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Once again, it's Barber. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Barber. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
10-2 stop.
Watch tight, tight ends right. Watch tight, tight ends right. 3 down, 3 down.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Hey, Hayward.
Watch 98, watch 98, 98 for Mike. In your face.
5.
Off the play fake. Fitzgerald. Complete. He finds Braid. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Set, ready? 15, line. 15 line. Back. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Alpha.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Jordan Leggett there to make the grab. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll run again with Samuels on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Set, 60 Pittsburgh.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Able to find Switzer. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ryan Switzer, 34 yards. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Rudolph. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he'll find Hall. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw. Fitzgerald setting up the screen here. It's Barber. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Peyton Barber, ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. From the gun, Fitzgerald, and this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a three-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On first and 10, Rudolph. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, echo.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged. On offense, another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
On first down, it's Rudolph. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to the air, Rudolph. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
6-6, pull it high.
Again, it's Rudolph. Guys, man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Xavier Grimble there to make the grab as his guys have now moved out in front.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody.
Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Peyton Barber, 52 yards. And now they have taken a fourth quarter lead. So that punctuates the comeback. They just came roaring from behind here in the fourth quarter to grab the lead.
And they decided, forget jabbing, forget setting them up, just throw the haymaker and let's get this thing done. That's exactly what just happened.
Now they'll try to preserve that lead with a little time still on the clock. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with Samuels. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Bo Allen gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw, Rudolph. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Ellington now to return it. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Throwing after the interception. Fitzgerald. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on first down, Fitzgerald is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Operating from the gun. Fitzgerald. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind.
Hey, orbit.
On fourth down, Fitzgerald. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, Fitzgerald. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's second down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here we go. 50, plant. Hey, exit. 198. Watch 98.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Come on,
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
26 months. You don't want now.
They'll look to throw. And that's complete. It's Allington. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Off play action. Fitzgerald. Over the middle to Evans. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
On the set. 26 months. We ain't giving him nothing.
On first down, Barber showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's see what you got.
Hey, high 7.
26 man. Let's go. Defense.
5.
He's back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem with me.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
Delta.
Give me some. Give me some. We got.
Back to throw. He's got Evans. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended. Down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal and go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here. And it turns out they don't get it done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.